Aloha!
Hey everybody, it's the Real Ones.
I'm Lisa Jones in Maui, Hawaii.
And Golden Duffy from Southern California.
Awesome. We're going to jump on Facebook Live, and we're super excited to talk about all things in the now.
In the now. There you go.
Being in the now. That's all we can do right now.
It's hard to make. We really have of surviving anything right now.
It's like impossible to make any plans for
I
future.
know.
But that's what it's all about, right? Being in the now.
Being in the now. Yeah, without a doubt. And letting go of the past.
Yes.
Because I think there's a thing that people they want things to return to the way they were. Mm-hmm. And I think at this point, things will never be the way they were.
I agree.
Maybe never. I don't know.
I don't know either. I wonder.
People do tend to forget things after a while.
Yeah.
But, even after like 9/11, we thought, will the world ever feel safe again? And I think it did. I think there's an element of it that did.
But it definitely changed a lot of the ways we do everything, right?
Yeah. Which I think this will probably do the same.
Yeah.
So here we go.
We're almost live. We might be live now. Hey guys.
I didn't see anything yet. So
not yet.
Don't we usually get a message?
I don't know. Why is this all, to me, with technology the way it is these days, we should know when we're live or not on Facebook. But
shouldn't we though? Shouldn't we?
If you are joining us, aloha and welcome.
Hello.
The Real Ones here, Lisa Jones.
And Golden Duffy.
Awesome.
Doesn't say we're live just yet.
There's a wheel turning.
Don't
know what that means. It's turning.
Strange.
Here we go. I've got to add a little title now.
Oh, here we go. It's moving forward.
In the now. All right. Okay. So I think we are live now.
Do a show. We're live on Facebook. Hello.
Hey guys. We are live. Be sure to give us a shout out if you are there and where you're listening from. And
Facebook fam. I have missed our Facebook fam. It's been a little while.
I know. Well, it's like we all go into our own little our little own cocoons or rabbit holes or whatever you want to call it. Like we've all.
Yeah, I definitely feel that way. It's been a little under the rock for me lately.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. It's been challenging to stay up in this situation and to feel normal,
Well, and what is normal? That's what we were just talking about before we went live is, will we ever go back to the way things were before? And I love it. I've heard that this is being called the Great Pause.
Yeah. And I love that. I love that. And I've seen so many benefits. It's just, when you get to the everyday and you get out of bed in the morning. And this morning I was really, really working. I always reach for appreciation in the morning before I get out of bed. Mm-hmm. I just lay there in that quiet. Usually it's quiet, but there were chainsaws outside this morning. 2 mornings in a row. They've been out there with chainsaws, like right outside my bedroom window, cutting down this huge tree. They were there for 6 hours today.
Oh boy. That's a long time.
Yeah, with the chainsaws and the wood chippers. So I'm laying in bed going, okay, can I find appreciation in this moment? Because it was really rocking me. And that has kind of been my question that I keep asking. Can I find appreciation in this moment? And the answer always is that I have to get really present and just be here now. Because it's like if we try to wrap ourselves up in what's happening or where we're going or what is going to be potential in the next even couple of days, we can't do it. It's not possible right now.
It is not. I know. That's the thing. I'm trying to find us here so I can see if anybody's joining us. Anybody joining us here? Here we go. Live. So there we go. Jenna. Hey, Jenna, watching from Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Fantastic. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Jenna.
So awesome. And the other thing is California's been very cloudy and very wintry. So it's been, it's not a good weather for me.
No. What is that seasonal disorder?
It is. I have it. And in California, I have it within 2 days. The sun just really fuels me and makes me just feel so much better.
Yeah.
So the sun will come out tomorrow, supposedly.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I think they have a song about that.
Yeah, they do. Actually, my husband was singing it yesterday. But, I want people to realize and understand and be okay with whatever whatever they're feeling right now is okay. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, we don't have to force ourselves to feel anything or to do anything right now. I think it's the first time in our lives that we're in this position of being.
Yeah, I was talking to my daughter yesterday, and she's in San Diego, and she said she read an article by a trauma specialist who basically said people are being now traumatized by, it used to be the fear of missing out, right? You know, people seeing and posting. Well, now people are posting about this new side hustle that they've started, or they've learned to speak Chinese, or, you know, like people are using this time to just like go crazy and create a whole new identity for themselves or whatever. And yet then there's the people that are like, you know, this is crushing them. This is, you know, taking them down.
I thought about different people's journeys right now, because I think there are some people, because I'm a super creative person, you know, that you work with me all the time. I've always got ideas, right?
Oh yeah.
I got nothing right now. Zero. So I thought about that because my friend, my trainer, Jake, just became a real estate agent. He's opening a gym. He became a real estate agent like 2 days ago and closed a deal the next day.
What? Wow.
Yeah, and he's training us in the morning. He's doing virtual training in the morning. He's a maniac. He's getting on my nerves right now because I'm just like, dude, you are too happy for me right now. And I thought it's so interesting that certain people are meant to chill right now, and then other people, things have amped up for them. So I don't know why that is, or why I need to be here right now. But you were saying you were falling asleep the other day.
Oh yeah, I've definitely felt really I don't know. It's just just lethargic and tired. I mean, I'm not doing anything, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 1 o'clock. I'm gonna take a nap, you know, like
which is so not like you. You're
no. But I do personally think that we are up leveling energetically, and that we're going through a lot of shifts and changes that we're not seeing in the physical, but in the spiritual realm.
Yeah, I heard it explained the other day, and I really love this explanation, that we are between the old and the new energies. And whenever that happens, there's a lower frequency going on. So it's easy to get trapped in that lower frequency. And the message that came to me this morning from my trainer, Jake, was like, when life pushes you, like, to become more determined when you're in that state of it being really easy to dive into that rabbit hole. So it's like just getting up every morning and having that determination of I'm going to exercise today. Like that was I had to do that. Like no more deals with myself. That is what gets my headspace right. Yeah. And then meditation, like it has to happen, you know, you got to be committed to it. So those were a few things. And then I'm just reading. I'm really enjoying just reading right now, laying around and reading. And
yeah. And talk about that book you were just telling me about, which is actually the same author.
Yeah, same author that we were promoting before.
And I don't have it in front of me. I should have gotten it.
What is the name of it? Why do I keep forgetting?
It was called Zen and the Art of Happiness.
Okay, so that is Chris Prentice, right?
Yeah.
And this is the book that he wrote with his son. It's called The Alcoholism and Addiction Cure. And I'm not reading this because I'm an alcoholic by any means. I'm really interested in recovery, and I'm really interested in like my position in helping people and bringing information to them that could help them, because I have had alcoholism in my life a lot, and I've had my own relationship with alcohol that I've looked at. I like understanding things, and these guys, man, I mean, this kid, his son who wrote the book with him, Pax, was addicted to heroin for like 15 years. It's just, it blows my mind. I also love stories like that. And they ended up creating Passages, a wellness center in Malibu that has helped thousands of people get off of drugs.
Well, and they talk about mind, what is it? Mind shifting,
it's universal law. He uses universal law. And the most amazing thing I think about this man, Chris, is that every time his son would call him and say, Dad, you know, my jaw was broken by drug dealers. I haven't gone to school in 6 months. He thought he was in college. I need $15,000 for this surgery. And then he walked in with his son's jaw wired, his face all messed up, and he's sitting there smoking heroin. And he's like, okay, something good is going to come from this. Like instantly, like I'm good, but I'm not that good. You know, I have a little reaction time that I usually have to work with where I process, but this guy is like, his faith is it's brilliant. It's really brilliant.
That is awesome.
So I'm enjoying that. It's making my heart race a little bit to read this kid's story, but it is also giving me another window into the whole addiction world and what people become addicted to. And he's got stats on prescription addiction and just the ways in which people are running away from life and trying to distract themselves. And his biggest question to his son was, why are you doing this? Why? And he was like, because I'm addicted and I can't get off of it. He goes, no, because you were off of it for 8 months. Like, why are you doing this? That he gets to the base level of why people are trying to distract themselves.
Oh, that's good.
He deals with the problems underneath, which I think is your only defense when you're dealing with an addiction.
That's amazing.
Which we talk about all the time. You know, every trigger is a invitation to heal.
That's right. Yeah. And that is for most people, alcohol is an escape. You know, it's like,
oh, for sure. It's been calling me like a banshee right now.
Yeah. And I'm so,
escape.
I'm so, I don't know if proud is the right word, but you've just persevered. And, you know, and again, if you go and have a drink, like it's not the end of the world, but it's just something that, you know, isn't serving you. And so you've been able to, you know.
Yeah. And I feel like right now is not the time to even dabble in that as I'm working on keeping my vibration high. You know, alcohol is a depressant. Any drug really is a depressant, and it's going to keep you from keeping your vibration high. So that goes against, it's counterproductive to what I'm looking to accomplish right now.
Yeah. And for me, that was when I, you know, started this alcohol-free journey. I mean, again, it wasn't about being an alcoholic or anything. It was more just like, I could feel it dim my light whenever I would have a glass, and it would just bring me down. It would just like,
it numbs you, right? It just numbs you. And it just like, I don't know. It takes away from the clarity and
the sparkle,
the life force of the moment.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I totally agree. And even after, so it's been now 17, 18, 19, 3 years and 4 months or 3.5 months, whatever we're on here. But you know, I've talked about my last birthday, I decided to have a glass of champagne, just like, oh yeah, this will be fun. And it wasn't like, I immediately felt my body like taken over by spirits, you know, evil spirits. And
as they say,
and it was like, wow, like it was almost like an out of body experience where I could see my body. And I mean, I wasn't going crazy or anything, but I just felt weird and I couldn't make it stop, you know, because I had poisoned my body with the alcohol.
There's a lack of control, I think, you know, when you get to that point and you're not numb to the effects.
Right. And so when you've not had it in your system for like me, like almost 3 years at that point, it was so clear that I was like, wow, I can really see the effect. And then the next day I suffered with a terrible headache for, it must have been 8-9 hours, you know? And so again, I'm like, wow, this is just another confirmation of why I don't want it or need it, or, you know, just doesn't serve.
Right now, it's just not a good idea.
Yeah.
That's what I keep saying.
Exactly. And yet no judgment if you're drinking. Hey, that's your choice, but
everybody's doing what they need to do to get through this. And
that's right.
Totally get it.
Yeah. It's, but it is interesting just to look at the social programming and the whole alcohol thing, and really, cause that was part of it. Like I hadn't even thought about it. I started drinking when I was like 14, 15 with my parents. And, you know, and it just was such a part of my life. And it wasn't until I stopped drinking for a little bit that I was like, wow, what is this? What am I doing? Like it was just,
once you start to discover the truths about it, it's hard to unsee that. You know? It's really, really challenging to unsee that.
Interesting. Oh yeah. One thing I wanted to say is about when, so enlightenment is how quickly you go from, oh hell to, oh well. Isn't that good?
Yeah. For sure. Some days I'm really good. Some
days not so much. Exactly.
Yeah. So do you have any fun stories? Jenna was looking for fun stories. I guess people need a little upliftment right now.
Okay. Let me just see if anybody else.
I'm trying to think. I think the ways in which we've been keeping ourselves
out there with you. Oh, sorry. I was okay. Say it again.
Fun and uplifting stories Jenna was looking for. And I think the ways in which my family has kept ourselves, you know, laughing. I mean, we have a 2-year-old who is pretty hilarious, and we just get into her world. You know, this morning I was hiding Easter eggs in the living room again. And then she calls it haunting. I haunt, she says. Yeah.
Haunting.
Then she goes and haunts, and her haunt is 111.8. So you got to hide things very fast. And that's
so
her
funny.
favorite game in the world. Yeah. So now we don't have to hide our bodies. We have to hide eggs. So that's been pretty funny. But she's just something. And then like a little while ago, I was laying on the couch reading, and she had gotten up from her nap, and she goes, I cuddle my Gigi. And she comes and lays on top of me. And, you know, 2-year-olds, you don't get a lot of that. Right. They're very busy. And she gets under the blanket, and she's just snuggling with me. And I'm just like, there's nothing else right now.
Yeah.
You know? There's nothing
beautiful.
else that really matters. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. And that's what this great, you know, this great pause is giving us that opportunity to really, to really feel that. I just want to call out to, Ginny from Prescott, Arizona.
Hey.
And PD from Southwest Florida. Welcome, welcome.
Our girl.
Colin Jackson. Hey, the sun is out now. I went for a 3-mile walk around without any crutches or a walking cane.
Send that sun up here.
Wow, nice, Colin.
Awesome.
And cool. And then Jenna talks about buying a happy light that helps with the seasonal depressional.
Yeah, I should.
And Jenna gave up drinking alcohol 15 years ago. Wow, it always made her tired. Very cool, Jenna. I had no idea.
That is spectacular.
And then Pete Dawson is there. Hey, nice to have you guys here. So
started watching Manifest last night. Pete told me to watch Manifest. Good Lord, that show is wild. I think we might be addicted to it now.
Oh my goodness.
So, love you, Pete.
Great.
Yeah, we love our people.
Absolutely. I know. I'm trying to think of what other, I mean, for me, it's really, I did get kicked off the beach after I posted those photos of me doing all those amazing
Which is huge for
yoga
Lisa
things.
Jones to go against the rules.
Right. It was huge. And the guy said, he came running up. He's like, you're laying down on the beach. I'm like, nope, I'm doing yoga, you know, and he just couldn't understand.
You're like Savasana. Come on.
No, I know. And I wished he had seen my headstand or something. I don't know. He was having a little bit of a moment of, you know, like,
well, in my
but fine, I'll go swimming then.
Did you have a little fear in there about that?
Oh yeah. That's for sure. And even today, I mean, so now I'm going to a different beach and there was nobody on the beach, but I'm looking over my shoulder, you know, I'm like, you know, doing my stretch and I'm looking like, oh my God, are they going to come? And it's very, it feels very, I don't know.
The freedom.
Well, the freedom. And here in Maui, they just started over the weekend. We now have a curfew. You can't leave your house between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. They're having roadblocks where they're checking your ID and asking where you're going, you know, if it's an essential.
So my question is, have people been like really out of control there?
No, not that I've seen.
That's what because like we don't even have that stuff going on. It may be in LA. Southern California has been definitely a lot more relaxed than LA.
Yeah.
But I think people have been regarding it in LA, maybe not as much as here. You know, I don't know. Right. I just wonder what, you know, is it the governors? Is it the mayor?
I'm not sure, but it does feel very like we're being controlled by the man, you know,
for real, more than ever before, and we're just conceding.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the revolution.
But again, I don't even know how you would go around organizing that, because I feel like people are still very splintered about the whole thing. There's so many people that are like, stay home, and then there's others.
I saw a thing on Facebook yesterday that there were people that were organizing revolts or whatever, but didn't see any pictures of people doing it. So I posted it and nobody got brave enough to do it.
Yeah, I don't quite understand, but at the same time, you know, so for me then coming home and making a wonderful yummy breakfast and sitting out on my deck, and I mean really slowing down. That's what this time is, the great pause, right guys? Just really slowing down, and you don't have to pick up a side hustle. You don't have to, I mean, to me, my teacher, Denise Lynn, who I absolutely love, Denise, she came on recently and she said she had a whole list of things to do at her house. And then all of a sudden she heard Spirit say to her, do nothing, just exhale, you know? And so we've been programmed since the time we were little children that we have to be doing, you know, if you're not doing, you're not successful, you're not hardworking, you're lazy. I mean, all of these beliefs, and it's a great opportunity to let go of those beliefs and just honor your body, honor your soul. If you feel sad, cry. If you feel happy, you know, put some music on and dance. I mean, we do a lot of that.
I know yesterday, or it was Saturday, I did a couple of things. I tried getting an email out to a guy I want to interview on here. And then I tried doing some work on my website for my Quantum Speak for Parents, my new book, and nothing worked. And then I tried to exercise and I couldn't get my video up on my TV. So I just took a nap. I'm like, we are literally supposed to be doing nothing right now.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go against the grain of that to be productive so I don't feel guilty. I know a lot of you feel that way, like guilty, either guilty that you're still working and you're not going to suffer from this, or guilty that you're, not doing something. There was actually a girl in our M21 group today that said that she feels guilty if she's not being productive right now. And I was like, there's no to-do list right now. It's to be. Now it's to be. I love just being able to sit around with my family and talk and chat and like nobody has to go anywhere and nobody has to do anything. And it just feels like we're getting back to those roots that I remember as a kid. There were days, Saturdays and Sundays, where we would really chill out. The stores weren't even open on Sundays when we were growing up.
Oh, exactly. I mean, our whole society has just been so programmed into, you got to be running and doing. So this is a wonderful opportunity.
Take a breath.
Take a breath.
Yeah. If you want to do something, meditate more. I think that's the most productive thing we can do right now. And I've read that on a lot of channels and a lot of people who are saying, to integrate this new energy, meditation is absolutely our best. So we've been doing it once or twice a day just to like really chill out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that feels great.
That feels really
good. So any other exciting news?
No.
We do have to talk about our Hawaii retreat because people are asking.
Yeah.
And we are doing it. We are absolutely doing it. And, our vision and our desire is that it's going to be, the most amazing thing ever. And that come July, people that are going to benefit just because the flights are going to be really low. And I don't know, maybe Hawaii won't be as busy,
Yeah, it's not going to be, I know it's not going to be busy. It's amazing here right now, guys. And I want to talk about just walking into the fire, like like make a commitment right now. It's $200 to fly from the West Coast to Maui. And if they end up canceling, if things are still closed by then, you'll get your money back. Get a credit. You'll get a credit so that you can use it on every airline is different, but, as soon as this ban is lifted, I'm flying. I've got plans to go to Seattle. I'm going to Denver. I've got my daughter's wedding in July.
Can't wait.
Which will be before the retreat. And then of course our retreat in the end of July. So, I've got my 35th year, high school reunion, which is insane.
That is crazy.
So, back in Minnesota. So yeah, I just feel like walking into, whatever the fear, like whatever you're scared of, that's the biggest transition you can have is if you just walk right into it. So,
well, and trusting and just trusting that you're going to be supported whenever we do things for our spiritual journey. The universe is always co-creating with us in that. If you feel called to do something like this, I cannot say enough about the group coaching program that we just finished.
Oh my God.
And the incredible transformation that every single one of us had.
It changed my life.
Totally.
Yes.
And the transformations that we all had in just like from where we were to now was because people trusted and had faith and got us for a very low price. And now we're offering this to be in person with us, which I can't even imagine how amazing that's going to be. But the things that we implemented with them are going to be on steroids in person. And I'm excited to work with people on this. I'm really excited to launch this and have it.
And there's no better time because this is the new world order that we're walking into. So if you want to, really shed the rest of whatever needs shedding and stepping into this new paradigm that we're walking into, this new fifth dimension, and become that manifester,
manifester. That's what this is all about. And the energy right now is so rampant for this, especially when things start moving, when the energy starts moving again, it's just going to be very easy to manifest things. And people are looking at this as it's going to be the, downfall of our economy and everyone's going to struggle. But the truth is there's going to be a lot of people that get boosted up even more because they're not going to be reacting in fear, and they're not going to be living in this constricted environment. They're going to start creating from a different space. We're going to see a lot of really cool stuff happen. So we want to be a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's on our website. Look at the Real Onez with a Z.com, and you can look at all the details for our Hawaii trip. And if you want to go, let us know. We'll save you a spot.
So yeah, Millie says, since I retired 7 years ago, I have done nothing but travel and do whatever she wants. So this time of being and doing nothing is the norm for me. I love my new light. Maybe that's what she's saying. But yeah, I agree. This is hardly any different than what my life was before. It's just now I'm like, oh wow, everybody's doing it with me, which is kind of fun. But yeah, to me, yeah, it's about really facing our fears and just, and again, I'm not saying go against, I mean, I'm following protocol. I'm social distancing. I'm, doing everything. I wore my mask to Safeway the other day. I gloved up and then I ran into one of my really good spiritual friends, and she looked at me like, what are you doing? Because I know I'm safe. I know that I'm not going to get it. I know I'm not going to transmit it. But I just was like, I just wanted to be sensitive to other people. I don't want to freak them out that I'm, but she was kind of like, what? I'm like, I don't know. I'm
still in resistance.
Yeah.
And everybody's not wearing them here, and we're not being asked to wear them. I mean, obviously they're saying wear them, but we're not being fined for not wearing them. So
right. Yeah.
I'm still in this, like, I'm not wearing them, but I do have them in my car. Just in
that's
case.
good.
Yeah,
well, that's good.
So we've got my back in case I go to the grocery store and they're like, you can't come in without them.
Yeah. I know the workers now have to wear them here as well. So but you don't have to.
It's a good idea. I just feel
part of it is they don't have enough here. So I don't know. You can't, how can you demand everybody wear them if they're
not providing them?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We're fortunate to have a man in construction. So
yeah.
we have some.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, so we're excited about the retreat.
Yeah. And we're going to post some more things because I know people don't always watch the videos. So they don't know, they're not hearing that we're talking about it like almost every time we go live. So we just need to start.
I got to get my pick monkey things back up again. See, it's just been like, I'm just living right now.
Right. Yeah. That's what we're all doing.
Yeah. And it feels good to do that. So let yourself do that. And if you're working right now, if you're like one of those people that's being called into action, just know that that is a really important piece of your path right now. I just I feel like we're all in these different segues and we're all being called for certain reasons. So if you're, a healthcare worker or whatever it is, and you're being called into massive action right now, or you're feeling very inspired to create or very inspired to go help people. We had a really cool thing happen the other day. My father-in-law is in a home and he is, they're in lockdown, and a friend of ours from high school, we used to live with him. We were roommates after high school. He hit my husband up and they were talking about Girl Scout cookies, joking around how his dad loved him. And he was like, oh, I'll find some for your dad. And he went and brought some to Mike's dad, dropped him off with a Easter card from the Easter Bunny.
Oh, sweet.
Just like, stuff like that. It's like, if you're feeling called to do stuff like that, I think that's it made my husband feel so good. Like he'll never forget that.
Yeah.
So cool stuff like that. I also saw a really funny one. Somebody left a thing that said, you've been TP'd and egged, and it was a couple dozen eggs and rolls of toilet paper, and they left on their front step. And I was like, that's so cute. Like,
that is adorable.
Like,
that's
creative, just heartwarming.
That's really cool. Yeah. Last week when I went up to there's a rose garden that.
Oh yeah. I see your flowers back there.
Aren't they gorgeous? Yeah. And they couldn't sell them at the farmer's market anymore. So he had he went on Facebook and said, I have 600 roses that were going to be used for weddings and all sorts of activities here that of course weren't happening. So I went up and bought a dozen for me. And then I got some for my neighbors upstairs and my neighbors next door. And they were just like, oh my God. And it felt so good. It just felt good to share these beautiful, I'm looking at this butterfly that's flying outside. Yeah.
So it's good to just, have those kind of inspirations. And we've been doing driveway parties in our driveway, which we've never hung out in our driveway before. And we just take the beach chairs out there. And of course, now we have our granddaughter. So she, just runs back and forth and does the scooter, and we play chalk and sand. And there was like a group of like 10 kids on their bikes and rollerblades. We have there's 3 driveways on our path. So they just kept going. It was like watching a parade. And every time they went by, they said hello. And they were just so cute. And I was like, this is like what it used to be like, you know, when we would hang out in our neighborhoods and all the moms and dads are talking, social distance, of course. But it's cool. It's just like, I've never seen so many people out in my neighborhood. I've never waved to so many of my neighbors. Like, it's just, those changes are beautiful.
Yeah,
so,
I know.
Look at what's good. And our clear skies. God, every morning I wake up, I'm like, I can see the highway from my house now. I never could see that before.
I know. When I went up, I went up to a labyrinth, and on the highway up there was kind of up high, but you could see Oahu from here, which is crazy. You hardly ever, you're not hardly able to ever see the island of Oahu from here, which
the great clearing, we could call it, right?
Great, yes.
That's
a
so
great
awesome.
Pause and clearing.
Yes. So find joy in the moments. Dance.
Should we do a little, I don't know, meditation, a little clearing, a little calling in?
For sure.
Whew.
Some Petey had posted that today is the big 444. If you look at the date.
Yeah, so April 4th.
April's the 4th month. 13 is 4, and then 2020 is 4. So it's this great. Supposedly it's another portal that's opening that is going to create manifesting and miracles and abundance. And so, yeah, let's do something on that.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, that feels so good when you talked about that. I was like, wow, 444.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa loves her numbers.
I do. Being an accountant, I think I've been, programmed to like my numbers.
You know what? I love anything that's a sign. Like animals, I love looking up animal totems. My hawk flies by my window. I've got 2 hawks that live here. They fly by at such specific times when I'm talking about things or feeling things. And, when you see an animal a lot, or it's very obvious. We had a guy in here. I don't know if he posted in here, but Kenny, he saw 9 hawks the other day. I mean, that's like, pay attention,
Yes.
So looking those things up is really cool.
Signs. I love it too. I know. And my mom is a red cardinal, and my husband is a dragonfly, and then my dad is a white butterfly. And so, every time something's happening and they fly by, I'm just like, oh my gosh, confirmation. Yes, they're with us.
Feels good. Right. And and is it true? Who knows? Who cares? It's like whatever bolts you up and creates that higher vibration and gets you into higher mind is a good thing.
Yeah. It's it just shifts you. For me, what it does, it just shifts me out of, it's just like, oh, somebody else, or there's confirmation from the universe that
right. It reminds you to get out of the density and the physicalness of our beings and go, oh yeah, there's this whole other world out here of non-physical energy to help me and to assist me in creating what I want.
Exactly. Let me just make a couple notes here.
Yes. Oh my God, it's 4:44.
Is it? Yes. Of course it is. Woo!
You.
All right.
I guess we should jump in.
Yes. Yeah. Millie says 444. Yes. I love numbers. I have a red-headed woodpecker out of my tree all the time. I love watching him. Yay.
444 is always angels to me.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. And yes, Jenna, she loves that I'm an accountant too. Yeah. I'm a former tax CPA, if you can imagine. When I used to do my stage shows, I'd get up and be like, yeah, I now talk to angels, and they're a lot easier to get a hold of than the IRS. And they give you much better answers too.
It was a better fit.
Yeah. Although I hated giving up my credential CPA, because I felt very proud of being a certified public accountant. But then my angels were like, no, now you channel people's angels. So you're still a CPA. I was like, yes. Isn't that great?
Oh my God. I love it.
I know.
That's going to have to be in the description. That's funny.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was hilarious.
CPAs of the spiritual world. I love it.
Channeling people's angels, which we're going to do right now.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay. So yeah, if you're not driving, if you're available to be able to close your eyes and plant your feet and allow your spine to straighten, and just imagine a beautiful stream of energy coming down from the divine, down from the sun, a beautiful sunlight beam coming right into the top of your head. And just, what's coming through is spotlighting your body, just really just holding you in this beautiful continuum of light that's shining down. It's like this tube of light, and your whole body fits right inside of it. So it's kind of going like with about a foot around your entire physical body, and just absolutely bathing you in this beautiful golden light energy from the outside in and from the inside out, allowing this energy to just percolate into every single cell in your body to uplift and give you vitality and strength and happiness and joy and health. All of the higher vibrations just going through your entire body, letting go of anything that doesn't bring you these higher vibration feelings, allowing those energies that are low vibration to just flush down out through your feet all the way down into the earth's surface. Like you're just letting go of anything. It's like shedding an old skin, allowing those low, dark energies, the fear, the sadness, the unease, the dis-ease, the turbulence, the unknowingness, just allowing all of those ideas and thoughts and feelings just to be flushed from your system right here, right now, just allowing them to just pour right into the earth's surface. And also growing roots out of the bottoms of your feet, allowing them to go deep, dive into the earth and go all the way to the very center, to the very core, wrapping it around the center ball of energy, which is a beautiful blue light today. Beautiful, beautiful blue, cleansing, healing light that then brings energy back up into your soles of your feet and into your body, helping you be grounded here, right now, opening you up to this beautiful energy being supported on earth, knowing that you're here exactly right here, right now during this time, because you have a purpose here on this planet Earth. You are here for a reason, and it's so exciting to be a part of this great pause, a part of this time of reset and reflection and reverence for the entire planet. And it's a very, very exciting time, and one to be appreciated and not feared, one to be embraced and not to be pushed away, one to be loved and adored, and opening your heart to what is to come in the most exciting anticipation. It's almost like Christmas Day every day, if you can just get into that feeling of appreciation and the, you know, the gifts that you have no idea what are arising right now. And this time, especially today with 444, it's a powerful time for transition and opening and awakening, and you get to be a part of it and just feel like you've won the frickin' lottery is what you've done by being here, right now. And it's such an amazing time. And if you can hold on to this feeling of energy and just surplus is what's coming through. There's so much surplus that is going to be just oozing out of your life in every possible way. And so embracing this at this time. Whew.
Yeah, what keeps coming is this great remembering. It's like a time of remembering when we step back into zero state awareness. So zero state awareness is where everything is created from. So it's like clearing the slate so we can connect with this new energy. We can clear the old, step into the new, and begin to really deliberately create from our power. So as we clear the slate from the past, from the ideas of the future, and we just become present in the now, we wake up to this time and we remember who we are. We connect within to our deepest sense of self, which is wholeness, which is unconditional love, which is joy, which is abundance, which is nature, which are all the things that we're being called back to, our truest sense of self. Just letting all of that beautiful light that we've called in accelerate your cells to a place of high vibrational energies where no disease can live, no sickness can be a part of. It's just pure health. It's the life force that's within us that is being reawakened at this time. where we let go of all those activities that drew from our life force. And we stand in this beautiful place of being, this beautiful place of presence, where the life force takes the wheel. It gets back into the driver's seat and allows us to cruise through life with ease and flow, with grace and peace, with a feeling of all is well, with a feeling of all things turn to good, and igniting our faith and strength and knowing in that deliberate power we have to create.
Ooh, wow. And so it is.
And so it is. Oof.
Wow. Wow. I feel so good.
So hot.
I was hot
that
when we
zero state awareness. That's the first time that's ever come up, and I talk about that a lot when we're meditating. But when we think about life in zero state awareness right now, that's like it's turning up the volume of the life force.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. That was just such a great message that came through from.
So good.
Wow. I just was like amping up and up and up and up. I'm like, yes.
I get that like internal fire within, and then
right.
I'm just like,
Yes.
All right. Well, that is our Facebook show for today. We're going to hop over to YouTube and
so we will post. I don't know if I posted last week's I did it on YouTube, but sometimes it just doesn't get done. So, but if you go over to YouTube, it's there. It is there.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to us on YouTube, because we are going to start throwing things up there that we're not going to do on Facebook as soon as we feel inspired to do that.
Yes, exactly.
We do have stuff for you guys. We just haven't put it out yet because we haven't caught the call. So we've got some good stuff coming.
But check our webpage. We do have some things there that we haven't even talked about.
Our guided meditations are off the hook.
Yeah.
So good. Somebody actually inboxed me recently and said one of them really helped her frequency tuning.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Good stuff.
Awesome. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. We're going to head over to YouTube. So, peace. Okay, we have finished our live stream on Facebook, and we are here on the podcast and the YouTube.
Woo.
And
here we go.
We're going to pull some cards, which we love doing. Oh my gosh.
I always have to seem to find. Oh, they're always right in front of me too.
That was such an amazing experience.
It was good. I love when we do that.
I know.
And I've been cold all day, and now I'm hot.
Well, now
now I'm sweating.
You've been plugged in.
That's right.
All right. So let's see what's going on here. What is going on? It's so beautiful.
What are we pulling cards for about today?
I know. Well, just what's going on.
What's going on?
Listen, I got
those
wisdom.
Don't go together.
I know, right?
This is the blockage card, though, right?
Yeah, these are the blockage.
So if enough people, if there's not enough people listening, then the wisdom that's trying to come through will be blocked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're in a super low state frequency and you're just watching TV and drinking and eating awful and just feeling really gross right now, you're not going to be listening within. You're not going to be able to hear what's going on within. And this time is not going to be a time of great awakening for you. It's going to be a time of pain and struggle and strife. Like, there's such a better way to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it doesn't mean we have to do it perfectly, because I'm in and out.
Yeah. Totally. Right. Yeah. It doesn't.
Totally honest.
There's nothing that has to. Oh wow. So the action card. I've got perfection, action, perfection, perfect action, which is just being in the moment. It's just being. It's not doing.
It's funny because my M21 post today was all about perfection.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like I need to read it.
Yes,
right?
do. Absolutely.
I do, because it just feels like that definitely fits. So let's see. This was day 7. Oh no, that was about the Great Awakening. I posted that yesterday.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that great?
Whoops.
Today is day 8. Here we go. There is no need for perfection. It is easy to feel like we have a lot of work to do on ourselves and to get bogged down by the feelings that we should always be doing something. We live in a false pretense where we believe that we are not good enough. And when we give into emotions and react in a way that we do not want to, we feel bad about ourselves. We can then have a tendency to beat ourselves up and perpetuate exactly what we no longer wish to be. There is nothing wrong with you. That's one of the biggest messages in the Real Ones.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
The expansion and growth that you are being called to is in direct alignment to where you need to be. Allow yourself to feel into it, to be okay with it, and to embrace the emotions that are coming up right now. They're an important part of clearing the old energies that are being stirred up in our current world. When we relax and know that we are enough, that we are in a wonderful time of expansion and growth, we transform the energies that are being called from us. When we accept ourselves as the whole and powerful beings that we are, we find the strength within to navigate anything that is coming up. Hold on to the truth that you are exactly where you need to be to get to another level of your power. We are here to transform and become that which is within, that is the true perfection of our beings.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. And that's, yeah, perfection. And that's it. We are perfect. I mean, we are perfect beings. There's nothing that we need to do or be or have that's going to, create more perfection.
So what was the line from Frozen? You didn't see Frozen.
I'm not a big Frozen fan.
I know. And the best line Tina had sent it to me was, the most perfect action is like the next thing. Like what is the next thing? What is the most perfect thing you could do in the next moment? Like that's the best thing to do right now. You don't have to get yourself 2 weeks in advance, right?
No, exactly. Right now. No,
we have no idea.
We have no idea other than book your flight to come to the retreat, because that can always be changed. Allow and playful. So the outcome card, right, is let's be, allow playfulness, allow this time to just, it's not serious. That's the thing. Everybody, it's like, there's so much seriousness around this that it makes it just absolutely, I mean, it's kind of terrifying almost how the government, I know they're doing the best they can. They're trying to keep everybody safe and healthy, but it's scary the way they're doing it, because they're forcing, us to not have fun, to not.
But if you are Chris Prentice, you would say it's all good. Like it's all going to lead to good. It's like, if we can look at what's happening as this great awakening, as this great remembering, and there has to be a ton of contrast for that to happen, we can relax a little bit in it and go, there's nothing serious going on here.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So that's that. But so that's, being playful and just have fun, like have as much fun as you can, because there's nothing serious happening.
That's what's going to line you up with the energy moving towards everything that we desire. And I cannot imagine how much joy and fun we're going to have after this. The capacity for joy just in people doing everyday things that they were used to doing is going to be off the hook. Like we are going to raise our vibration so high, because
like just going to the grocery store. Like just going to the grocery store and being able to buy things, that are available. I mean,
look at the joy that people get buying toilet paper right now.
Yeah, I know, right? I showed you that picture of me. I was like, yes.
Never felt joy in toilet paper my whole life.
No, never did. And now it's like, wow, I'm so grateful to have a 6-pack.
So good. A 6-pack.
A 6-pack at TP.
It's a whole different 6-pack of joy.
That's right.
There. Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right, our YouTubers.
Awesome.
Check us out, therealones.com. Look at what we have on our website.
Sign up for a free trauma release training and meditation, which is really powerful.
Good feedback about that. I actually did it myself like a week or two ago to make sure that it was working, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, super powerful.
We got to work on ourselves. We got to release this stuff. If we want to move out of this place, we got to deal with the stuff that's underlying and underneath.
That's right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. We love you.
Awesome. We love you guys. Aloha.
Peace.